Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Holly and this is my first YouTube video. YouTube is something that I've wanted to do for such a long time now. I watch a lot of YouTube in my free time. I love watching all different types of vlogs, travel vlogs, kind of family vlogs, day outs, day in the life, and I love ASMR. So any ASMR fans, let me know of the ASMR accounts that you really enjoy. As I said, I want to do for such a long time, but I think probably like a lack of confidence and caring about what other people think has held me back. But this year is a year for me where I really want to challenge myself and put myself out of my comfort zone. Video is going to be one just to ease myself in. It's a book related video, as you can see by the title. But the channel isn't just going to be like a booktube or reading channel. We're going to have lots of wholesome family content, days out, travel, date nights with my partner. I have 2 young boys. August 2 is going to be nearly 3. I cannot believe it. I don't know where the time has gone. So his birthday is coming up soon. And I have just had another son called Otis. He is 3 months and will be 4 months in a couple of weeks. So yeah, I'll be bringing you in on my family life and super excited to kind of bring you along on the journey. So on the topic of kind of challenging myself, this year I set myself a goal that I would like to read a lot more, spend less time on my phone. And so I set myself a goal of reading 30 books for the year. We're now in the first week of August and I'm on my 43rd book, so I'm really pleased that I've kind of surpassed that goal and I've kind of increased my target to 60 books for the year. So we will see how we get on with that. I'm really pleased that I set myself this goal. 1, because it's kind of as I said, set myself a challenge, but 2, guys, you just don't realise how much time we spend on our phones. Like before, I could spend, like, once all the kids are put to bed, I'd be in my own bed in the evening. I could literally spend 2 hours scrolling through Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, and the time just goes. I don't know where it's gone. So I've seen my screen time on my phone actually go down quite a lot since I have been reading. And it's actually really helped my sleep as well. So yeah, quite a lot of positives have come through this challenge. This video, I'm going to be going through a big book haul that I've done recently with lots of exciting books that have been on my wish list for such a long time. And then I'll be going through my July reading wrap up and August TBR and hopefuls. I've got my favourite candle here, just to kind of set the tone, set the mood. It's from Bath and Body Works. And it's called White Pumpkin. Guys, this smell is amazing and it kind of makes the whole house smell beautiful. Even if it's in one separate room, you can smell it in the hallway downstairs. And yeah, I love it. So they won't be selling it online now, but when Halloween comes, go check it out on Bath and Body Works because it's my favourite candle. So the first 3 books I want to talk about from my recent book haul is the Chestnut Spring series. Guys, this book has been on my TBR for such a long time. I have seen it everywhere on all my socials, my Instagram, YouTube, and especially TikTok. My mum had recently asked kind of what I want for my birthday, which is coming up soon. I sent her the Amazon link to this series, which is around £35. Guys, I picked up all 3 of these books for £6 at the Works. Guys, if you're in the UK, get to the Works now because I'm astonished. What a bargain, 3 for £6. So the first book is Flawless, the second book is Heartless, and the third book is Powerless. I know the 4th book recently came out, Reckless, and they don't have that in the Works as of yet, but I'm hoping I can pick that up soon. And I know a lot of people struggled. I saw online a lot of people can only pick up 1 or 2 books, but unfortunately I was able to pick up all 3 books in the first local work store I visited, so I was super pleased with that. So this is a small town romance series, and yeah, I'm really excited to read these. I've heard nothing but great things. Could not believe the price when I saw the Never After series. All 4 books for £15, guys. £15. I also saw that they had added the 5th book, which recently came out, Crossed, as a box set also for £20. So 5 books for £20, so I picked it up separately from the Works for £5. The Never After series is a Disney retelling. I absolutely love Disney, but it's about the villains, a retelling of the kind of the villain's story in each book. So the first is Hooked, which is the Peter Pan story but Hook, like based on the Hook character. Second is Scarred, which is The Lion King, kind of a retelling of Scar's story. Wretched, which is a retelling of The Wizard of Oz. And Twisted, which is a retelling of Aladdin. And then the most recent book came out is Crossed, which is a retelling of Hunchback of Notre Dame. So again, this is one that's been on my TBR for such a long time, and when I saw the price in the works, I couldn't not pick it up. So the next 3 books I picked up from my recent book haul are second, third and fourth books from the Magnolia Park series. I read the first book, Magnolia Parks, in last month and really enjoyed it. So I picked up the second book, which is Daisy Hates. The third book, which is The Long Way Home by Magnolia Parks. And the fourth book, which is The Great Undoing. The reason why I picked up all 3 of these books on Amazon was because I looked on the Waterstones website and they're bringing out new covers for these books. The Magnolia Park series are known for how beautiful their covers are, and I couldn't believe the new covers they were going to be bringing out. So as I'd already picked up the first book, I didn't want a mismatch of book covers, so I quickly went on Amazon and picked up the rest of the series because these covers are way better than what they're going to be bringing out. The next book I picked up is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. This book, again, has been on my kind of wish list for a long time, but it only recently came out in paperback. I don't know about you guys, comment down below if you're the same as me, but I cannot for the life of me read a hardback. I don't know what it is. I just find them too big, clumpy, so I would rather wait months than buy a hardback. So there's so many like books that I would love to read at the minute. So Fourth Ring that just came out, Happy Place by Emily Henry, a new Lisa Jewell book that I'm dying to read, None of This Is True. Again, I would rather wait for the paperback than buy the hardback. So yeah, this has been on my TBR for such a long time. I don't know too much about it, but I know it's kind of around gaming, but I know you don't have to be a gamer to kind of appreciate this book. So this has been a 5-star read for a lot of people I've seen online, so definitely excited to read this one. The next book I picked up was The Night She Disappeared by Lisa Jewell. Lisa Jewell is an author that's like an automatic purchase for me. I've really got into my thrillers at the minute and her books completely grip me. I've read 2 of her books, The Family Upstairs and The Family Remains, which is the second book in the series. And yeah, absolutely love those. So when I saw this book, I had to buy it. I think it's about a mum whose daughter goes missing and the mystery around that. So yeah, definitely can't wait to read this one. The most recent book I picked up is The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. This is one that's been kind of all over my Instagram recently, and it's supposed to be kind of a warm, fuzzy romance, which who doesn't love that? But guys, the catch is a woman wakes up in the morning to find a man in her apartment. It says he's perfect, but for one thing, he lives in the past, 7 years ago to be exact. I need to know more. The last book I picked up in my book haul is, guys, I'm scared for this one, A Little Life. Please, look at how big this one is. This is one, again, has been on my TBR for such a long time, but I've been so scared because one, it's huge. It's around 700 pages and I know this one is going to destroy my soul. I've heard it's such an emotional read, but one that like people will never forget. It's about 4 classmates who move to New York and kind of how their relationships unfold and their lives unfold. It says over the decades their relationships deepen and darken, tinged by addiction, success and pride. So yeah, I'm so excited to read this one. This is probably the most anticipated read for me. I didn't read as many books as I would have liked to, but I've had a pretty busy month. In July we had family over visiting, so I just didn't get the time to kind of sit down and read like I normally would have. So the first book I read was Magnolia Parks. This is giving Gossip Girl in London kind of vibes. So it's about 2 socialites and their relationship. So Magnolia Parks, which is the female character, and BJ Ballantyne, and just about their kind of relationship and friendships and their life in London. What I would say is it's a pretty toxic book. They have a pretty toxic relationship, but I definitely ate it up, and I will be reading the next few books in the series. The second book I read was The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. This is a friends to lovers kind of book. It's about kind of the girl next door who's best friends with a professional American footballer, and just kind of how their relationship unfolds. This is the first book I've read from Sarah Adams. I know a few of our other books have been pretty popular, so When in Rome and Practice Makes Perfect. Did I love it? No. Was it an easy read? Yes. I'd give it maybe like a 3 stars. I read 2 Taylor Jenkins Reid's books. I love her writing. So the first was One True Loves, and the second was Carrie Soto is Back. I've read a few of her books, so Malibu Rising, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I usually read her books pretty quickly. So to start off, One True Loves, God, this is an emotional book. So it's about 2 high school sweethearts, Emma and Jessie, and 364 days after their wedding, Jessie is in a helicopter that goes missing mid-flight, and suddenly he's gone. Years later, Emma is back in her hometown. She's grieved, she's learned to live again, she's fallen in love, and at a family dinner one autumn evening she receives a phone call from Jessie. Guys, can you imagine like grieving after your husband, and a year later getting a call from him and he's alive? I was kind of mind blown from that one. The second Taylor Jenkins Reid book was Carrie Soto is Back. I really enjoyed this. I love tennis anyway, but you don't have to be like a tennis fan to enjoy this book. So this is about the character Carrie Soto, who was the greatest tennis player of all time, but 6 years later, after her last match, she watches a British young tennis player who is about to beat her record, and it's about her coming back out of retirement and trying to beat or reclaim her record back. Yeah, it was a brilliant read. The next book I read was Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak. Guys, this book was scary. This is about a nanny who goes to look after a young boy, and they keep finding pictures that the boy is drawing, which is kind of telling a story, and the nanny wants to find out what's going on. What are the pictures about? They end up taking away the boy's crayons and paper, but the pictures keep coming. Guys, what's really good about this book, which I've never seen before, is there are pictures. So they show the kind of pictures that he is drawing, and as you can see, they don't look like pictures from a young boy. So they start off pretty basic. Let me show you. Even that is scary to me. Look. So they start off pretty basic, and then they get kind of like professional looking as the book goes on. But there were times where I was reading this at night and I just had to shut the book because I was pretty scared. So yeah, definitely recommend, the 5-star read from me. The next book I read was King of Wrath by Ana Huang. I haven't read any of Ana Huang's books. I know the Twisted series was a big series online. How beautiful is the cover? So this is a billionaire romance. A CEO is basically blackmailed into marrying another heiress from a jewelry business, and it's kind of how their relationship develops, sort of enemies to lovers sort of thing. I didn't think I would enjoy this book as much as I did. I would give it a 4 stars. The last book I read for the month of July was The Family Remains by Lisa Jewell. As I said, I really enjoy Lisa's writing. This is the second book, the follow-on book from The Family Upstairs. Each chapter is based on each family member's kind of perspective. It says, early morning on the foreshore of the River Thames, a bag of bones is discovered, human bones. D.I. Samuel Owusu quickly sends the bag for forensic examination. Also inside the bag is a trail of clues which lead D.I. Owusu to a mansion in Chelsea where 30 years previously 3 people lay dead while a baby upstairs waited for someone to pick her up. So that's kind of the backstory to the first book. Okay, so let's get started with my August hopefuls. So I've picked 6 books for the month of August. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I've read my first 2 books already. One is Where the Crawdad Sings by Delia Owens, and the other is The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. quick background of what each book is about. So Where the Crawdad Sings is about a woman who is considered a marsh girl who lives in North Carolina. It's about her life living in the marshes by herself. Her family kind of abandons her, and about how the town kind of view her. There's a murder in by the marshes and they suspect it's her, but it's not, and it's kind of how that storyline kind of unfolds. The Paris Apartment is about a murder that takes place in a Paris apartment, and each person that lives in this apartment kind of has secrets, and it's a kind of whodunit, a murder mystery. I'm not gonna say my views on the books yet because I'll wait until my August reading wrap up, but one of these books I really enjoyed. The other I could not wait to finish. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy it at all. So comment down below which one you think is which. Which one did I love and which one did I not enjoy at all. The next book I'm hoping to read in August is A Little Life. As I explained in my book haul, this is one of my most anticipated reads. I think it will probably take me a week to read. As I said, it's about 700 pages long, but I'm really excited for this one. The next book I'm hoping to read this month is by Claire Mackintosh, called Hostage. It's about a mum on a flight, and as the title says, there's a hostage scenario and she is involved in their plan because they've held her daughter captive. Okay, so the next book I want to read this month is The Book Thief. This is a historical fiction. This is a genre that I really want to get into, so comment down below any that you recommend. Again, it's quite another chunky one, and I do remember actually watching this film quite a few years ago and I really enjoyed it. So it's about a young girl in Nazi Germany in 1939. Her name's Liesl, she's a 9-year-old and she's living with her foster family on Himmel Street. Her parents have been taken away to a concentration camp. Liesl steals books. This is her story and the story of the inhabitants of her street when the bombs begin to fall. I'm really excited about this one. So yeah, let me know about any other historical fiction books. Another one on my list is The Nightingale. But yeah, keep the recommendations coming. The last book on my August hopefuls is Do No Harm. I've seen this everywhere, like in all of the grocery shops like Tesco, Sainsbury's, Asda, and I actually picked it up in The Works. So this, guys, all I have to do is read the blurb for you to kind of want to read this book. So it says, my child has been taken and I've been given a choice. Kill a patient on the operating table or lose my son forever. As a surgeon, it's my job to save him. As a mother, I know I must kill him. I must get away with murder or never see my son again. I automatically need to know more. Say hi YouTube.
Hi YouTube.
Say like, comment and subscribe.
God.
Say see you next time.
See you next time.
Say love you.
I love you.
So that's the end of this video. If you are still watching till the end, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And if you want to join part of the family and come along with us on our adventures, then hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so any new videos come up you can be notified. Thank you so much guys, and I'll see you next time.